If they notice us, will they come up here?
We have time to run away.
Okay.
There's the outpost right there.
I traveled to the West Bank on my own to get a better understanding of what's happening on the ground there and then bring that understanding in perspective through an unbiased, independent lens for you guys. And one of the first things that I just had such a hard time wrapping my head around was how both Palestinians and Palestinian Americans can be living on this land or farming this land that's been in their family for generations, and they can lose that land without ever selling it. I'm Emma Withrow, and this is episode 2 of my independent reporting series from the West Bank. To recap, in the first episode, I took you into the West Bank, where Palestinians and American citizens are living through daily violence from both Israeli settlers and the IDF. And I also showcased the lack of accountability or justice from the US government when American citizens are killed in the West Bank. So how does land that's been owned by these families for generation after generation, we're talking like hundreds of years, suddenly become unreachable?
Starts with a tent, and then, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a container is brought in by a truck. A truck brings in a container. All of a sudden you have 2, 3, 4, 5 containers, and it becomes an outpost.
So this is what it looks like in real time. I literally witnessed this happening. A single tent gets set up on a hill overlooking 3 Palestinian villages.
They take over the land. They drive people out of their land by force if they need to, and then they put up a tent like we saw, and there you go. It becomes a settlement on stolen land.
So even though it's very clearly illegal under international law, the Israeli government supports these settlers, and they even arm them with various weapons. People who own this property, who own this house, they basically had to desert their property.
Yeah.
And if they don't desert it, what happens?
The settlers would set up the house on fire. They would set it up on fire. If people remain in the house after the house is set up on fire, they would come back and shoot them, hurt them. I mean, they killed 3 people, like I said, a couple of days ago. So they're not human life to them is worth nothing if not Jewish life.
Once the settlement's established, and it doesn't even need to be a full-blown settlement, it could be a tent or just a little tiny outpost, everything around it changes. Homes are deserted, olive groves are essentially left to rot, and families are forced to abandon a life that they and their ancestors have lived for generations. So Joey, you were building these 3 houses that are right behind us, you and your 2 brothers?
Yes.
And when did construction halt?
We hold exactly, we say, around a year and a half ago when they show up. Workers, they stop working there because every time anyone go to that area, they will just run to the house and everybody run away before they just show up there.
What do they do once they get here? What do they say to you?
If the soldier's not here, they will beat my ass. Yeah, they're not going to give a chance. Because that we just run away, they're going to put my car on fire. They're going to do whatever they could do to make sure I will not come back here again.
So what starts as a single tent turns into control over hundreds, if not thousands of acres.
Or one of the settlers shot and killed a gentleman in this spot right here. And this is where the gentleman was shot.
In the next episode of my independent reporting series from the West Bank, Yasser, my host, shows me what that loss looks like up close on land that he and his family have had for generations. I'm Emma Withrow, and this is From the West Bank.